All right.
Whoa, I was supposed to say something.
Hello. Hello. Oh, there's our viewers. We went through 30 seconds and I wasn't seeing anybody viewing. I was feeling really dejected.
So far, I have half the comments in the chat stream.
Nice. Oh, there's Jay Bird.
That's right.
Yeah, Jay Bird.
Jay Bird, he is our favorite.
Yeah. So that's Jerrod.
And that's Ian.
Yeah. And this is Ian and Jerrod's Hump Day Extravaganza, our, I think, every other week show on Wednesdays. We're two fly by the seat of our pants kind of guys, so you never know. You know, maybe it'll be like 3. Now 2/3. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. We got an audience here.
All right.
So we're going to be doing this, let's just say fairly regularly. Let me put it like that. You know, we'll announce a show probably on the weekend before, so you can put it in your calendars, because we know our viewers are busy. And and we'll probably have a topic that we want to talk about. And we invite our viewers to do what you're doing right now and put things in the comments, and we will add you. We want this to be as interactive as a thing that we're just talking at you can be. Right?
That's right. Max audience participation. Look, you can't expect us to make all the great jokes. I mean, we'll do our best, but we're going to be relying on you, the audience, as soon as I figure out where my finger guns go in the panel, to help things out free of charge. You're not going to get paid one dime. I know I already pointed at you in the exact wrong direction.
Yeah, you got to go opposite of what you want.
Story of my life.
Yes.
So what's our theme tonight, Ian?
So our theme, go ahead. Go.
I was going to say, before we start, I just wanted to bring up one little thing about my grandmother. My dear grandmother passed away on Saturday. And, as a comedian, as a kid, I could never make her laugh because I was a really annoying, unfunny kid. As an adult, I loved making her laugh. And my grandmother was just the sweetest, most grandmotheriest grandmother ever. I just completely sweet. But one story I love about her is she was already like grandmother. This wasn't when she was young. This is when she was full on grandmother. Her and one of her friends was talking, and her old friend was talking about her daughters, especially one in particular, having a lot of relations with guys. And Mom was getting worried, and she was talking about it a lot. So my sweet dear grandmother asked her, if she likes it so much, why doesn't she just charge for it? My grandmother's friend did not talk to her for a long time after that.
Oh, that is a sick burn by grandma.
That is.
So yeah, and Jerrod, I'll extend my sympathy as well. But what she sounds like a great, I can see you get some of your humor from her.
Yeah, she was the best.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. Ian, what's the theme tonight, my man?
So we're going to talk about so it started with talking about facial hair during COVID, and then it talked about haircuts during COVID, and then, maybe change in the level of dress that you've had during COVID. So basically, what people have been doing or not doing during COVID. Like, I can tell you, I know this because I set my appointments up to get a haircut in an app, and it tells you your last appointment. So my last haircut was on February 5th of last year. And I've probably shaved my beard down maybe 3 or 4 times in that time. Like, there's just times where it just gets too much, and I get the largest guard on my beard trimmer and just push back the weeds, like you get the and I purposely didn't put on a hat or anything, but I really have a COVID mullet going on. It is past the shoulder blades, right? I have the thinning hair on top, so not as much as a mullet because it's not business up front. But boy, is it party in the back? So yeah, so that's been me, and I refuse to get a haircut until probably I'm vaccinated and I get my first dose on Friday, so I'm excited about that.
All right.
But yeah, I still, it's one of those things that I'm just like, I do, no judgment, but for me, I just don't care that much to take any kind of risk. And I just felt like sitting in a chair, having somebody work on me was a little risky. I also have some medical conditions that I'm a little bit higher risk. So my tolerance is a little bit lower than I think other folks, when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. You obviously has had a journey,
right?
Yeah.
The elephant in the room is the lack of that long beard and the long hair. Because I was like you, I went a full year without getting a haircut, and it finally got to be too much. I just couldn't do it anymore. Oh, it was so bad.
Well, and I'm impressed because, I feel like we had a similar hair journey, but man, yours grew. Mine, like it kind of stalled along the way. I don't know, I don't know. But yours, man, I was impressed at the length of that hair.
It really went crazy. And the other part of it was the beard, because the beard went really long and it was just kind of out there. And I was like, when I first got the haircut, the beard was still long. I was like, that's cool. Then I trimmed it down. And I always, when I trim my beard down, it gets real short. I always think that it's going to look like a European soccer player or like George Michael in the 80s.
Yeah.
I think we could objectively say George Michael was the best looking man in the 1980s. That is my controversial stance and opinion on that.
Sure. I don't know what people had to say because they're who I go to for my sexiest man of the year. But I agree. I imagine he's there. So
a good looking man, but any shorter than this, and it just looks kind of patchy.
Yeah.
But, I've had quite the hair and beard journey
over
the pandemic, Ian. And
I wish we had some pictures.
Yeah, I brought some pictures. Thought maybe our loyal audience would enjoy seeing some of the my different looks, because I like to play around with the beard and stuff, at least early on, before it was like, okay, game is over. All right, I just want to point out, my dear mother agreed with me about George Michael's being the best looking man of the 1980s. Thank you, Mom.
Yes.
For taking my side.
All right. Should I bring up picture one?
Yeah, let's bring up picture one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like the longer you look at that picture, the more things you can see that being a before picture for.
I mean,
not flattering.
Well, but here's the thing, Jerrod. I saw you. Well, it would have been our last show, probably. I don't think. I mean, I saw you Sunday, but you had already done it. Yeah. But I'm looking at it, and I swear, it may be longer in those 2 weeks until you cut it. Like since I saw you last, like I feel like it at the end there, it knew its time was coming, and it did a sprint to the end.
Oh, it's like, and I look at a picture like that, and I don't even see myself. Like I look at that one, and I see a guy who you could imagine like being ordered into pretty much any kind of court order rehabilitation program there is, like drugs, alcohol, gambling, porn. That guy in that picture could be court ordered to go into rehab for any of them.
Yeah, I would agree. Let's see. We have some other ones here. Yeah,
let's look at picture number 2. So I don't think that one is too bad. The hair is pulled back into the ponytail.
It's pulled back.
You get an idea. Now, here's the thing. Like, you look at me with the shorter beard, there's way more dark hair in it. Look at that. My hair grows, and the grays just take over everything. It's terrible.
Yep. I appreciate it. I feel like the beard actually slims your head down. Like I feel like I feel it's
it probably does, but it also makes like from the nose down, I look about 10 years older than I do from the nose up in that picture.
Yeah, no, it looks like the skirt under a Christmas tree, like a
those grays. Skirt. The way the grays take over, it's like gentrification ruined another neighborhood.
All right, let's take a look at this one.
Let's go to number 3. Yeah. I think you can sum this one up with, this is why I cannot be trusted with the responsibility of having long hair or a beard. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yep.
I don't know if you can tell, those are an attempt at pigtails on the side there too.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! You're channeling a little Captain Lou Albano there.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Captain Lou Albano, like early grunge area bands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Before we go on to more pictures, all right. So, Julie was talking, I think, on the first one. Please love me. That was the could be sent away for anything picture. And then Justin, this is a good question. What did you do with all the leftover beard hair?
Oh, I'll be honest, I flushed it down the toilet. I mean,
there it is.
Oh no, I did it. So I always throw out my flyers unless I'm trimming my beard, and I put that because I don't want to get the sink all full of in hair. So it actually just went right in the trash. I'd like to think there's some rat going through the landfill right now, just filling itself up with nice gray beard.
Yep. You did deny a lot of birds' nest material. I think that's. And then Michael says that's bad. Get in my shed, bad. I would agree. I think Julie's saying this one is her favorite, hands down. And then what a waste. Yeah. So again, yeah, I agree. I think some animals really could have nested with that.
Like donating the beard, you can't donate that beard to Locks of Love.
No.
Maybe like Locks of Get Off My Lawn, Locks of
All right.
Let's take a look at picture number 4.
All right, number 4. Here we go. Now,
this was a little early on in the pandemic. I'll have a little bit of fun. Give myself one of those old-timey looking. I don't know if you call it a beard, I guess. So the joke I made for this one is I shaved my beard into a Millard Fillmore beard style.
Okay.
And even if you can't picture Millard Fillmore in your head, when you hear me describe it, you know exactly what I'm talking about in that picture, right?
Yep.
I think.
But who can't picture Millard Fillmore in their head?
Right.
I mean, come on.
I agree. So after I made that joke, I went ahead and I Googled a picture of Millard Fillmore.
Yes.
And, let's see what that picture of Millard Fillmore looks like. Yeah. Nothing at all like that beard.
Nothing.
I made a joke.
Yeah, not here. Let's go back. Let's do a quick. Yeah. I feel like maybe look at this. Look at the swoop of hair. Could be the hairstyle, right? Little hair swoop, but definitely not the beard facial hair.
Right? Did I choose the one president in the mid 1800s who didn't have that beard to make my stupid joke?
Yeah, I think maybe you did. I think this is good. Julie says very saloon keeper. I would agree with that. Linda's a fan of it. Linda is a fan of it.
She knows. That's good taste. But let's jump ahead. I've got some in the middle that I think are better served towards the end. Let's jump ahead to picture number 9.
Picture number 9. Here we go.
Yeah. See, so that I call this every non-French guy playing a French guy in a movie.
I would agree.
That look.
And you look pissed off. Like every other, you've had there was one with a serious expression, but I mean, this one is the one that I actually say there's no joy in this face.
No.
Yeah.
It's, again, very French guy. Like,
you kind of look like Sacha Baron Cohen doing a French guy. That's
true.
Go ahead.
I also call this my Paul F. Tompkins cosplay.
Oh, good call. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, big old. I don't think that works. I don't think exactly, Justin. That is the perfect comment for that one.
Yeah. Unfiltered, out of a cigarette case. Yes.
And the hair had to be like slicked. Like you can't just let it all go wild. You've got to.
Yeah. Well, and I think we haven't mentioned it, but there's a soul patch here. So it's not just the mustache.
Oh,
you complete it with the soul patch.
You have to. You need the foundation. It's almost like a flat little Christmas tree if you look at the face.
I actually, to me, it looks like a bell. Above the lips is the bell, and then the clapper is the little soul patch. So, all right.
I kept the sideburns for it too, but I had no idea how far you're supposed to go with sideburns. I'm a poor judge of that. That's why I have to have a beard, because I have no idea.
All right, should we take a look at picture 10?
Let's take a look at picture 10. Now, picture 10 looks a lot like picture 9, but if you look closely at the mustache, I said, hey, maybe I'll try a pencil thin, which is never, ever, ever, ever a good idea.
Yeah. Well, and I would even say that's more like broad tip marker thin. like I feel like it could go thinner for pencil thin. I feel like you're almost John Waters in this picture.
That is so bad. Well, and I think if you're going to try to do a pencil thin mustache, you should have a straight razor somewhere. I did not. Oh no is the exact right word. So I tried doing it with my bulky, like 4-blade headed razor. Oh, he's got some bad pictures of me. Me and him were in the Marines together. These pictures are from the 90s. It's like 95, 96. Yeah. We're going to have to, you know what? We'll have to get the picture. We'll get the picture from Louis, and we'll put it on the next show. Just so everybody, because I think pictures of Jerrod.
Unless Louis has it handy and wants to email me, I can get it up.
Yeah, you want to
Louis,
get your email address?
Yeah, Louis, if you have it available, send it to Ian Martin, Martin 71 at gmail.com. Ian Martin 71 at gmail.com.
It'll go up there. You'll get a picture of Jerrod in his youth. Now, I like that Julie said, this is my opposite of fave. Because Julie, I think we're going to even go further away from fave here on this little journey.
Yes, I would agree. But I will say, I appreciate the attempt. I'm a big fan of the subtracting from the facial hair as you get to clean shaven. Like if I ever get rid of the beard, I definitely want to plan it out so that I remove hair to go to different facial hairs, right?
I agree completely. If you're going to lose the beard, you've got to have fun with it. You've got to try to see what you look like. Exactly.
All right.
All right, hold on. You want to shout out your email address again?
Oh, sure. It's Ian Martin, IAN, 71 at gmail.com. Ian Martin 71 gmail.com. Awesome.
Now, let's pull up pick 6.
All right.
And let's take a look at this one.
Whew.
Man,
I feel like you've just discovered that your mustache smells. Like you're like, whoa, what did I eat? What I'm getting some scents that I wasn't anticipating.
Man, like I separate myself from that, and I look at that guy, and it's like, I don't know what hate group you're a member of.
Yeah.
But you're definitely a member of a hate group.
Yeah. I think this is a gentleman that is just really secure and spending his life alone.
Yes.
Like, I feel like, this is fine. I'm a loner and I want people to know it without me having to say it. So my facial hair just says, all right.
Honestly.
Controversial.
So far, I do want to say, that statement you said is true about all of my pictures.
Okay, Jerrod, you may have to share it. Louis sent it to your messenger.
Yeah, I'll get it to you. Sure. I will get it to you while we all take a hot look. Plus, it lets me decide whether or not I'm gonna lie and say, "Oh, this picture is definitely going to be." Should I email it to you? I'll
email it to me. That's the easiest way.
Oh man, I hate to have this little email break in there, but Louis was 100% correct, and this picture does have to be part of this show.
Justin asked while you're doing that, does that connect at the bottom, or is it pure handlebar?
Pure handlebar.
Yeah.
Pure handlebar.
Yeah. That's a handlebar that if you look at a kid's bike, it's the handlebar, but it also has the tassels on it. You know, the streamers that would hang from the handlebars. Yeah.
Like if I shave my every part of my beard except for the parts that aren't gray, that's what it would look like.
That's what it would look like. That's amazing.
But you know what? Julie said, this one wasn't bad enough to be her least favorite.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Maybe we should pick 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah. You can just hear the yuck when you look at that picture, can't you?
Yeah. Well, and the fact that you have, it's not only just the beard, but you got a hair swoop that's going on there. Like, like you're somebody like a teenager that probably plays with their hair all the time to keep it out of their eyes, right? Like I feel like you've just did one of these, right, to get them out of your eyes. So it's an odd combo.
It is, and it looks like I tried shaving some of the facial hair off with a potato.
Yeah.
Maybe a butter knife.
And then no soup for you. And Julie, it's a cry for help. It really is, Julie.
I liked her just
yeah. Yeah, that right there is an honest reaction.
I really have no idea what I was thinking with that picture either.
It's like, I'm going to take a selfie and I'm kind of happy about it. That's what that face says to me. Like
I feel like if you took that picture and you put it in a post office and said, you put a little thing on it that says, call the police if you see this man, people would be like, I was going to do that anyway.
Already. Oh God, I'm seeing this picture. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. You're in for a treat.
It's a good look.
You are in for a treat. Let me see. Upload.
It's going to be a quick little trip into the 90s.
All right, everybody. It's uploading. Oh, all right. You ready, Jerrod? Should I put it up there? Do you want to intro this?
You know what? I think we should just let it wash over everybody.
All right. There's so much going on in this picture.
Probably like 19 years old in that picture. Look at that guy.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy. All right. So here's what I'm seeing. First of all, you're doing one of these, like I'm pointing myself, but I'm trying to flex at the same time. Like you're coyly flexing. That's what it looks like. First of all,
over there.
The people in this photo don't know what to make of it and just putting on very, I feel, sympathetic smiles. Like I don't know, he's doing his thing again, like just smile, it'll be over soon.
This also, this is in the barracks. This is not my room. I am shirtless in somebody else's room for this.
It's picture. Someone else. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think this was Louis' barracks room, actually. How did I forget what it's called? The Star Wars. What is it called?
The cantina?
No, the ship on the top.
Oh, the TIE fighter?
The TIE fighter. I forgot TIE fighter.
Yeah, I mean that's an impressive Louis. That's going to be worth some money. That is a impressive TIE fighter. That is that's the first thing. I mean, once you get over Jerrod, that's the next thing I noticed. First you react to Jerrod and the shirt and the flex but then it's the TIE fighter. Then it's the TIE fighter.
We have one more picture from my summer looks.
Oh yeah.
This might be the worst one out of all of them.
I've lost track. Which one is it, Jerrod?
It should be picture 8.
All right. I feel like you're going for flock of seagulls in that one.
I feel like this picture is kind of a combination of flock of seagulls and Prodigy and gonorrhea.
Oh yeah, good call with the Prodigy. The Prodigy hair goes with that face, yeah. Let's see.
But there's no way this guy doesn't have like gonorrhea or something like that.
Yeah, I agree, Julie. Like Jerrod's that one guy that people actually had to tell to put your shirt back on, like it's not appropriate. Like,
I really was. There, I don't have it with me. There's a picture of me in my high school yearbook. The janitor, who was a very nice guy at my high school, was kind of there to take a picture. And of course, I rip my shirt off and flex next to this poor Jan.
Haven't we all, Linda? Haven't we all?
Oh, let's see some more of that picture right there, because I feel like people they need a chance to really drink it in. Man,
Woo!
I was on fire that day.
Woo! Look at, I mean, yeah, the facial expression like sells it. Like sells it.
Like, I'm almost wondering now, should I clean up some of it on the cheek and go with that look again?
All right, we can put it to a vote in the comments.
We'll have to make that we'll leave that one up to the audience. We'll let the audience kind of give their input on that one.
All right. Let's see. Very emo. I agree, Justin. I agree. Feels very MySpace. Yes. I feel maybe I've seen this profile pic on somebody else's MySpace. Like, I feel like this was a thing in 2008.
It looks also like the guy like in the MySpace forums who goes in there making comments about how like weed cures venereal diseases.
Yes.
It always was somebody who looked like this.
Yeah. 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 The face, man. I can't. It's right? The eye stare. It's. I feel like maybe this is, you captured the moment when you saw it for the first time too, and this is the face you made. Oh wow!
I don't know what prompted me to even make that face in particular.
Yeah, he's like, well, I guess if I were doing this, and I think probably you too, it's like, all right, what would be the face of the guy with this hair scheme, right? Right, like that's the face. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you nailed it. It's
crazy that there was like dudes in the 80s. There was a population of dudes in the 80s who went with that hair, that whole new wave flock of seagulls crowd. And then there was an entirely different group of dudes in the 90s who did the same thing, from that prodigy kind of punk British getting into a fight.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. There's a punk sensibility, but then there's that new wave sensibility. And the punk always was like, I'm doing this because I know it messes with you. And if you care about it, then I don't care. Fuck you, right? I mean, sorry, kids listening, because I know we got a lot of them. But with new wave, it was definitely like, look at me, like, look, it wasn't an FU. It was like encouraging people to look at it. And I feel like that prodigy was more of that punk sensibility than that new wave sensibility. But I don't know. I feel like Julie might have some opinions on that as well, because she's pretty hip.
True. She's very, very hip. I feel like if there was a synthesizer in that picture with me, it would look more Flock of Seagulls, maybe.
Yes, I agree. It also looks like you might have just been hit in the face. Like before it registers, like
that might have been the case.
Justin, I mean, we don't want to, we're not medical experts. Let me just put it that way. Disclaimer. But yeah, I hear it does not.
I'm no doctor.
I'm no doctor. I mean, clearly I'm no doctor.
Maybe depending on the way you get it into your body, it could, but.
That is funny. All right. So we have some other comments I want to get to. The rejected 6 Backstreet Boy.
I like that. That.
Julie is so hip. So hip. She doesn't have an opinion, but she's opinion is she's hip.
Somehow Julie is the master of sarcasm, and somehow even in a 2-word statement, she can still exude all of that sarcasm.
Yeah, well, she knows how to use a quotation mark. Like
she's a master of the quote.
She is a master of the quotation mark. It is never too much. Like, it's just the right amount of quotation mark. Justin, big mistake. Big mistake. Like, I mean, this is what we do for fun right here. This is it, right? So
I've got an iron over my shoulder there.
You do. I have the picture. I have a picture. I rent my house, so everything in here is not mine. So I have a picture of the sun setting, and it's if I pan a little to the right, I have that kind of picture out my window. So I always find this really odd that this is what they did. All right, hold on, Justin. He's got to go. Got to go warm up. So let's plug some things, Jerrod. Let's plug some things.
Yeah, I have said much sweeter things about you. Really.
Well, I mean, that's her to say. I mean, you may have thought they were sweeter, but she takes master of sarcasm to be the sweetest. So there you go.
That's true. Maybe, as the one receiving the gift, she's the one who would be the true judge if it's value to her.
Exactly. Rowenta, the best brand of iron.
I am so glad Julie noticed it is a Rowenta.
Rowenta. It is the best. It is the only iron. All of you folks that don't have Rowentas or never tried one, you don't know what you're missing. Practically irons itself. Irons itself.
The finest in German engineering.
All right. So let me do some plugs and we'll get back into it. So tonight, the level for Pig, and we are Pig adjacent, but this is we wouldn't want to assume that Pig is sponsoring this endeavor. This is Jerrod and I just being goofy. But since we both have relations with Pig and both perform there semi regularly, we want to do some plug because right after this, we're gonna end a little bit earlier than we normally would. As I'm helping produce that show. So they are doing the Level 1 showcase. The last 8 weeks, all online. Tom Epstein has been running a Level 1, the only Level 1 that ran from Pig during the pandemic. So they've never met before in person. It's all been online. So they're going to do their thing. And then, and I'm not prepared. I forget the name of the team. But Justin's going to be performing tonight in a team that Tom coaches. So it's a doubleheader. So you're going to get a Level 1 workshop, and then you're going to get some experienced improvisers. So 8:00, go head on over to the Pig YouTube channel. That's the best way to do it. And then tomorrow night,
we got to plug our stuff, right?
We got to plug our stuff. And really it's Justin and Mikey's stuff because they are doing the 401 Cares fundraiser. So tomorrow, the United Ways is matching donations for nonprofit, and Pig is one of those 501c3 nonprofits. So tomorrow night, there is a 90-minute show going to be happening. Again, highly recommend you go to the Pig YouTube channel. They'll be on Facebook as well, but YouTube's kind of where Pig, all the fun happens. And Jerrod and I have a piece of that. We're gonna do a little bit of the show. So while we may be ending a little bit early tonight, you're gonna get a few more minutes tomorrow. So reason enough to tune in.
Not only that, Ian, I'm also performing on Friday.
Are you? Oh, all right.
Yeah, if you Google Bring Your Own Improv, you can go right there, get right to the Zoom link. You're going to see me there too, Friday. 7 for the kid family one and 9 for the later show.
Ooh, and I think I'm going to join that. I've not been to a Bring Your Own Improv. Usually Friday nights is a crap night for me, but this week it is not because I have Friday off. So yeah, 3 nights of Jerrod. I mean, what more can you go?
Fire. And even Ian sang the "I Got Friday Off" song when he said it there.
I did. I got Friday off. Yeah, yeah. Nothing makes me sing more than a day off. Hey Sam.
Hey Sam.
What is that? What are the emojis? Are those chicken legs? No, nails. She's doing her nails up. Oh,
I thought those were like 3 hot dogs. That strawberry frosting was going on the ends of, and I'm like,
I thought they were lamb chops. Yeah, I thought they were lamb chops. So there we go. It's probably because I haven't had dinner yet, and I have a little ways to go before I have dinner. Get out of here, Justin. God, you have a show.
I just want to say, I really wish Sam had posted a picture of lamb chops, because then we could call them Sam Chops, and that would be everything to me.
Yeah, and that's the humor you can count on week in and week out from Ian and Jerrod's Hump Day Extravaganza, right? Yeah, totally. Yeah, we will force that humor in there. Like if anybody, if Sam, if you're bored, if you want to find some lamb chops, send them up. That joke can still be done. Like even though it's been It's been done. We'll do it again. We absolutely will.
I think it'd be Sam. It would be crazy for you not to like get some sort of lamb chop recipe and throw a dinner party, and then when you present them, do voila. I call them my Sam chops.
Sam, because I think you tuned in a little late, you need to go back and watch the beginning of this. But I'm going to quickly go through what you missed. Right, the many stages of Jerrod hair, and I think people will appreciate to see a quick run through of them again. So, all right, COVID.
Hello.
COVID slick back.
Hi.
COVID beard, beard and braids.
How you doing?
Millard Fillmore, but not really Millard Fillmore because that's who that is. Then we have, now it's just scary face Jerrod.
Group Jerrod, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we got that one. And then we got that one.
Oh, that's right.
This is, yeah. And then pencil thin. I don't know. As far as the facial hair, I think that may be my favorite one.
So oh, you missed one picture. You missed the thirst trap.
Did I? Hold on. Which one?
The thirst trap.
What? I thought I went through them all.
The one Louis sent.
Oh, yes. And then this one, Louis from our audience sent this. This is Jerrod's military days. That's a barracks. And he's not in his own room, yet his shirt is off.
Oh,
and people seem to mildly tolerate it. So
I think mildly tolerate is a little strong for what they were really doing there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do when you're in the military. Anything to relieve the angst and all that. Explain this. Oh, shirtless. These are 100. These are 100 different men.
They really are.
Explain this. When was that? So I think she's talking about Louis' picture. That
was probably early 19. It was like late 95, early 96. Most likely like early 1996. It's when I was 19 years old in that picture. So if you do the math, you can figure out how old I am right now. If you love math, and who doesn't love? All right, I'll get off the math boat right now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a thing that I did a lot, was end up taking my shirt in a lot of places. And I look at that picture, and it's like, it's not like I was some beefcake. I don't know why I did that. I don't need people's comments about how young they were in 1996. Those are unnecessary comments.
I will say this: you were 19. I took a while to go to college, so I should have been done with college by that point. I was in college. So.
Those comments work. Comments where you're older than me, those
there it is.
Work.
Yeah, don't lie. You still are, Peter.
Yeah. Come on.
You can change that number to 2021.
That's no unit of measurement.
Yeah, you're a sucker for lasagna jokes. Come on.
The fat orange cats.
Yeah. John Arbuckle.
We mostly stuck with the pandemic pictures here. I will tell you a little thing that we would do in the military. When you deploy, you grow what's called a deployment mustache. Yeah. And I fell for it every time. Maybe one of these other times I'll have to go through the career because I looked so bad with every single one of those mustaches.
What do you mean you fell for it?
Trimmed up every time. At first, when I was younger, it'd be like, let's do it. Then it'd be the younger guys who'd be like, come on, let's do it. No, okay, fine, we'll do it. How did I forget how horrible? We'll save that for a later episode.
We were just used to it.
And you look at the picture of Louis there.
Yeah, Sam, I don't think I'm uncomfortable comparing a 5-year-old girl with a 19-year-old shirtless man. I just, there's something that.
Yeah. I appreciate
stranger danger.
Tell us how ugly of a 5-year-old you were, Sam, but there's no need for that. But let's pull up the comment from Louis, because I want to point something out with Louis.
This one?
Look at his mustache. That is such a kick-ass mustache. Like,
yeah. Louis rocking it.
Yeah, if I had that, I would not look cool or anything. And here's a little secret about Louis. Like, he looks like he's all badass and everything there. Louis is the nicest, sweetest guy you could ever meet. He really is.
Hey, look how quick he found that photo of you. Clearly sentimental, you know?
Right.
Right? If I were like, I'm bringing up a picture from 1996, it would take me a week and a day and a trip to my parents' house, most likely.
I know. I wish I could find like other pictures of me from then. I don't know why, because I'm probably I have like strings of these pictures where people are like, yeah, let's take a picture and remember the moment. And I am often incapable of making a normal face in any picture. So it's like there's somebody there with a nice smile, and then there's me over there going.
It's funny. I had grown a goatee like late 90s, and I kept it maybe for a year, and I've gone back and forth a few times. But this is I did a beard recently, then I had shaved it off, but then I went right back to growing it, and now it's now I'm just I don't know if I could get rid of it if I wanted to. It's just such a part of me. Now I could definitely take it down, and I will take it down. Like the only reason I'm letting it go this long is because my hair is equally as ridiculous. But I will usually when I get my hair cut, I pay a little extra for them to take care of the beard as well. So yeah, that's kind of my favorite.
Usually my move too. And it is funny to look back because for a long time in high school, God, there's probably pictures somewhere. I wanted a goatee so bad because in the 90s, for some reason, we hit this point where goatees were cool. And I don't know what we were thinking. I mean, I tried. And it was like, I see high schoolers today and they have these big full beards. And I tried growing a goatee. It was like 4 hairs on either side and then a few scragglers underneath the chin.
This is nice, Julie. Thank you. A lot of people have said this to me, and I feel they're lying, but Julie doesn't lie. So, but her sarcasm, I don't see any quotation marks, so I'm going to take that as face value. So,
you can never trust the queen of sarcasm.
You're right, the queen, the master of sarcasm. I will say this: I read today. This is appropriate of our topic. So, Channel 10 News, for some reason, shared a story. It was clickbait, but it was a story out of Australia. And there is a primary school in Australia and it's young kids. It's like elementary school, the equivalent to elementary school here. They're banning mullets, which, okay. Here's the thing. If you're going to ban a hairstyle, mullet is the way to go. However, it's not doing anybody any harm either, other than that kid's social life, and they are not coming at it. They're saying it doesn't look neat, and they are. I really think it's a class thing. So if you read the whole article, it's like, ugh, it's gross. But the Australians they keep saying the mullet is making a comeback, and maybe in Australia, do you think the mullet will make a comeback in America? I mean, other than. Well, maybe I'm leading the way.
Maybe you're leading the way. Like if you were to ask me show me a picture of a guy with a mullet and ask me what country is he from, I would honestly guess at this point in history, Australia. I don't think that they're going on anywhere in the States anymore, but Australia, that's a big old mullet nation now.
Yeah. Follow me at ENM1225, or it's Ian1225. I never can remember. And I will absolutely do the beard eraser. I haven't done it yet.
You remember shave your beard.
What's that?
You could just shave your beard. I mean,
I could just shave my beard, but unlike you, it'll take another pandemic to grow it back. Because it doesn't want to grow here. Like it took a long, even when I was trying to grow a beard, it was a really full goatee and then some wisps. So now I feel like, and even then, it's still not as full as here, So
it's like the terrible secret men have to deal with is the spots on their face where beards don't grow.
Maybe I'm not the most observant though, Sam. So they, but man, with a crew cut, great look. Yeah.
Julie's still on my topless picture.
It's Julie, hey, we can auction off. Anybody that wants to bid on that picture, we will donate any proceeds to Pig on tomorrow's day of giving. So.
I'd say we could try to do a reenactment, but the 2 people in that picture, that couple, like they're very, very divorced. Like not kind of divorced, very divorced. So we're not gonna be able to do that reenactment.
All right, yeah. You could get some stand-ins. I feel like you could find some people that look close, right? Oh, Sam, this is great mullet information. Young people are loving the mullet. They're all over TikTok. Gen Z is all about the mullet. I had no idea. I keep saying that I look like, and I forget the not. Oh, I don't remember the name. The older kid on Home Improvement. So not the one that kind of became famous as a Disney actor. The other one, the blonde hair.
Thomas was like the middle one.
Yeah. The older one with the blonde hair. I feel like you don't understand, like fresh out of a shower, it curls up. I got luscious curls down here, like luscious curls. Big back Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah.
I just want to tell everybody that the curls are just one of many attributes Ian has that could only be described as luscious.
Luscious. Yeah, my middle name actually is Luscious. I don't share that. A lot.
That was a stripper name.
Yes. All right, folks. I gotta run. I'm looking at the time. It is it. So this has been a blast. Jerrod, thanks so much for sharing those pictures and taking some gentle ribbing. That made my evening.
You know what? I had the pictures. There needed to be a time and a place to share them, and this was definitely it.
I feel like if this were our last episode, hopefully it's not. If this were our last episode, we could say we created this just to show those pictures. Like I feel like, yeah, we've set the bar very high.
Nothing but a vehicle to show.
Yes. Now I feel pressure. What kind of series of photos can I show? And I don't know what that would be. So, yes, please make a Facebook album. Oh, look at this.
I'm telling you, it is worth it to look through my Facebook albums. There's a picture shoot with a Russian model that I have an entire Facebook album of. I mean, it's worth it to see.
All right, folks. Well, thank you. We've had a blast. Thanks for the comments and hanging out with us. Make sure you follow our YouTube or Facebook page. Looks like most of you are on YouTube. Make sure you follow it. Get notified whenever we go live. Most likely 2 weeks from tonight, I'm thinking, but Jerrod and I will figure it out. We'll schedule it. And and also we're trying to find topics for every episode. So anybody have any topics idea, throw them in the comments, put them on our pages, whatever. We'll consider them all. So,
and you're all welcome to comment on all of our oldest Facebook pictures.
Exactly. So, remember, there's a show starting in 12 minutes on the Pig YouTube, Facebook, Twitch pages. And then tomorrow night, you can see more of Ian and Jerrod's not really Hump Day extravaganza, Hump Day adjacent extravaganza tomorrow night as part of the 401kers that Jay Bird and Mikey are putting on. Again, 8 o'clock on the Pig YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch channel. So,
all
right, everybody. Jerrod, thanks so much. It's been fun.
Thank you too, Ian. It's been a blast.
Yeah. All right.
Let's make it cooler than finger guns to leave the show on. I've already committed to it, so I can't pull it away.
You got it. You got to do it. All right. I'll do this, but your audio is going to be live, so you can talk. You can still talk.
Good.
Yeah. How's that?